Thank you for joining us on Business Now. I am Perpetua Fasoni Peter. The Monetary Policy Committee of the Central Bank of Nigeria has voted to increase the benchmark interest rate by 100 basis points to 17.5%. The CBN Governor Godwin Emefiele disclosed this while reading the communique of the first MPC meeting of the year on Tuesday. This is the fifth time the CBN would increase the interest rate despite advice from manufacturers and some key stakeholders. The CBN said previous increases were beginning to yield results with a slight drop in the inflation rate recorded in December 2022. However, the CBN stressed that there was a need to keep tightening its fiscal policy. The CBN keeps the asymmetric corridor at plus 100 to minus 700 basis points around the MPR. The CBN also retained the CRR at 32.5%, while the liquidity ratio was kept at 30%. The Apex Bank had increased the MPR from 11.5% earlier last year to 16.5% across 4 consecutive rate hikes in 2022. Well, joining us to shed more light on this is Oladipo Ajayi, Head Fixed Income, Chapel Hill, Denham. He joins us via the telephone. Thanks for joining us today, Oladipo.
Yeah, good afternoon. Thanks for having me on this afternoon.
All right. The MPC voted to increase the MPR rate by 100 basis points. Talk to us. Did this come to you as a surprise?
No, this didn't come to me as a surprise. And if you remember yesterday, I liked one of your programs that I said rate hike. And you and I know that very well that the moderation that we saw in inflation figure is not sustainable. And that's one of the reasons why I feel that the uptick in inflation is still there. And at the same time, the Monetary Policy Committee needs to be proactive rather than be reactionary. We chastised them sometime last year that they actually looked at a bit before they start actually embarking on this journey. And but now they need to actually tighten up on the game so that they can actually rein in inflation. So I think it's still in line with our expectation.
All right. Well, you talked about the moderation that we saw in December figures, but then do you think that's as a result of the interest rate hike?
Yeah, one way or the other, because you can also, if you listen to the CBN governor, you also listen that he also alluded to the fact that what we have seen is part of the impact of some of their policies that they actually embarked on. And like we all know, aside the inflation MPR rates, they also other back-end activities from the Apex like CRL debit and also monthly liquidity from the system. So as to actually ensure that there's not too much liquidity in the system that can further fuel the inflationary crisis that we're actually seeing. So I think it's also part of the impact of the activity of the policymaker.
Well, looking at the 100 basis point increase, you know, we have the Naira redesign and we also have the withdrawal limit policy. All of these get towards reining in inflation. Talk to us. Don't you think this is a bit too much?
Yeah, you and I will say that this is a bit too much, but we see that there's still many other things ahead of us in this year. And look at the current BMS prices in the market. You know, this will also filter into the inflationary rate pressure. And also, you look at the fact that there might be removal of subsidy at a point during the year. That will also take inflation further up. And at the same time, also, the CBN also mentioned that they need to reduce the negative real returns to people. So what that means is that it's a point where you actually encourage people to actually invest rather than consume. So it means that with the rate hike, what that will mean is that it will mean more benefits for investors as rates is set to actually move north, and as a result of that might actually some of the investors into investment.
Well, let's look at the implication this will have on the capital market, really. What will be the movement now?
Yeah, for us, immediately that happened in the market, we saw a bit of reaction in the bond market, and what we saw was more like a repricing of some of the instruments. And of course, we will not see the fullness of that until when market actually start trading actively from tomorrow. And I think one way or the other, this will also likely impact the NTB auction that is meant to actually hold tomorrow. We also need to also know that aside the NPR rate other factors that also drive market activity include the liquidity in the system. The level of liquidity in the system to a great extent is harming the market direction. And as we speak, the market is awash with liquidity because markets just get dealt fast. And that will also help so we may not see the true picture of the impact of this NPL until when we start seeing that of liquidity in the system at a particular point that we expect rates to actually go up. For example, maybe in the long end, more like the 2049 instrument, we expect it to go as high as 15.5 to 16%. And also, the impact of this is that we may likely see more people coming to the fixed income market than the equity market. Most portfolio managers are actually handling more of leverage, both fixed income and equity instruments. They may likely push more funds into the fixed income market than the equity market, so to speak.
Well, we're talking about talking about the equities market. Will the same be said of the financial institutions?
Yeah, I couldn't hear you clearly.
Okay, I said looking at the equities market, can we, use that blanket description, looking at the fact that we have the financial institutions that sort of benefit from situations like this?
No, you know one thing about markets is that you don't have aligned market isolation. So you also look at it, when we say that people move more.
Well, I live in the urban area.
Will not see a lot of participation in the equity market. Of course, this is positive to to banks because it means that their interest income will likely go up considering the current rate. So there's a plus to some part of the market in the equity space and negative. So as an analyst, you have to now look at the impact on the instruments, and this one you have to do your analysis sector by sector so as to be able to take right decision.
All right. Well, finally, what will be the impact of this on production and access to finance? Because at the end of the day, it feels like it's production that will be stifled because businesses may not have access to funds. We see that manufacturers are already complaining, and they thought that somehow the CBN would probably consider them. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, that's the downside of the decision of the CBN because the impact will be that will mean increase in cost of production. What that will also mean is that it will mean that increase the cost of financing to most of these producing companies. So it is negative for some of those companies. And I remember CBN mentioning that they also have plans for targeted industries, sectors, knowing fully well that the impact the economy to a great extent. So they already have significant facility for such sectors so as to help them in time like this. But my take is that is it available to everyone that is in that sector? People can people easily access this one? These are some of the questions that we need to ask. But overall, it is negative for most of these people.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us, Oladipo Ajayi.
You're welcome.
All right. We'll take a break now. When we come back, we continue with the news. Stay with us.